Dear friends, your friends and their friends, allow me today to explain a little bit more about what it means to be a member of Proquanet. Now think back a moment to the way we have built our relationship and the level of trust that we have for each other today. Some of you I've known 5, 10, 15, in extreme cases, more than 40 years. And over the course of that time, working closely together or even being friends for so long has really created a very high level of trust. And that is key point number one, the concept of Proquanet. It is built on a network of trusted individuals. Now, whenever you meet somebody, more often than not, if it clicks with this person or not, it is not something you can force, right? It comes naturally. So if you now combine this personal connection, this personal click we have with each other, together with the level of trust, these are the two key pillars where we build Proquanet upon. Because when we started working back in the day, it was before the internet. And what did we do, or how did we do business in those days, was you called people up and you met them. You met them face to face, which already brings a more personal interaction with them. Nowadays, while the technology that we have available to us is in abundance, I do believe that it's taken a bit of a personal touch out of working nowadays or doing business with other people. So what I'm trying to achieve with Proquanet is to build a community that is built on this trust and this personal connection that we have with each other. Basically build your inner circle and make that expand via other people's inner circles. Because think about it, if you're looking nowadays for a product or service and you know of somebody in your inner circle or your trusted connection that provides this product or service, you call them or you message them and right away you have a satisfactory answer. But many times you're faced with something you're looking for that you don't have immediately available in your network of trusted individuals. What do? Most people, of course, nowadays go on Google or on LinkedIn. Now, to speak a little bit about LinkedIn, as you all know, I'm very active on LinkedIn. It's all about promoting myself with the various things I do, but it's also very aggressive. On LinkedIn, while it's a great platform to have and to stay updated on current trends and things happening in the business world, it's very aggressive. It's about you, your position, and the company you work for. And it's all about your working history. What have you done? At Proquanet, this is not our key focus. At Proquanet, we look at the individual because most of us have, throughout the course of our career, often changed jobs. A few years there, 5 years there, 6 years there. And every time you change jobs, the only thing that you probably need to return to the company is maybe a company car, a company laptop. But the knowledge, experience, expertise, and network that you have built up throughout your career at that particular company, you take with you. And every time you make this change, your knowledge, your experience is getting more, as well as your network. And throughout the course of, working closely together with people, and then meeting them after hours provides this personal connection. And this is something that is very useful in the current business climate. It makes it a bit more personal because if you do not have these people in your network, then you're faced with a long, extensive internet search. And what do? In most companies, the standard operating procedure is find 3 different quotations for a product or service that you're looking for. You spend an extensive amount of time and effort searching the internet for these particular companies. And let's say you found 3 after a long search and you contact them. You decide, I want to go with company A. You go on the website. Most people will first send an email. Now, in my experience, what I have seen here in Thailand and in Asia for that matter, many times when you find this website, you go to the contact page, you find the email address info@whatever.com, you send them an email. Many times you don't even get a response, which for me is very frustrating because you've just lost a lot of time searching for it and then you don't even get a response. But let's say you still really want to speak to somebody there, you call the number on the Contact Us page, and nowadays most companies, they don't have an operator or a receptionist. It's become an automatic answering machine, which takes you again a lot of time and effort to click through, and you end up clicking 0 to go to operator anyway, because most websites will not show the top management listing of their phone numbers and contact details. So you end up talking to an operator who usually sends you through to the customer service department. But again, these are not decision makers. We are decision makers. People like you and I that have been working for many, many years are now either business owners, top executives of firms, CEOs, managing directors, people in positions that make decisions. So my idea for Proquanet is our foundation, trust and personal connection. Why don't we bring these people together? We build on each other's inner circles. If you see this video, that means I've sent you an invitation to join Proquanet because I really believe that it is something that is missing in the business world nowadays. We used to go, when we looked for a product or a service back in the day before the internet, what did we do? We had to go to the yellow pages. And remember, there you had usually just little frames of plumber, designer, architect. It jumped out on you. It jumped into your eye out of the page. And this is what I want to do now with my business listings, my social media platform, Proquanet, to be able to focus on the individual and what they bring to Proquanet in terms of experience, knowledge, and network. Why not build on each other's inner circles? Because knowing that somebody, even if you don't know the person, but somebody within our network is vouching for this person, it will give you a peace of mind, doesn't it? Because trust goes a long way. If you know that you're looking for a product and service, you go on Proquanet and you find an individual, you know that person has been vetted by somebody within the community. So that this should at least give you the peace of mind that reaching out to this person will give you the necessary satisfaction in your search. And if not, then there are other listings available for you to check. Now, on LinkedIn, again, as I said before, it's all about you, your positions, and your working history. What we're trying to do at Proquanet is to make it very easy, a very simple platform where connecting to others is something that is very straightforward. You don't have to go through somebody's working history. It doesn't matter for which company this person works for or what position they have. No, what is key that this person brings to Proquanet? It's, again, experience, knowledge, and network. So why not capture that very easily in a small square where they say, hey, I'm a manufacturing executive, or I'm a photographer, or I'm a IT consultant. Depending on what their experience is, if you provide a very easy platform for people to quickly filter through and come up with vetted people, wouldn't this be something that would add value to you? You don't have to go through a long, extensive search anymore. Check Proquanet. What we would like to do is we would like to position ourselves as an alternative before you go on that extensive search. Because yes, you might have your staff that can do this, but again, it would block their time to do so and come up with these solutions. And again, you would not be speaking to a decision maker. Cold emails, cold calls often are not successful. So we capture all our members in an easy to navigate platform, very user-friendly. It takes only a moment to register yourself with a nice photo, and off we go. And slowly but surely, we will build to reach a wider audience. I'm the founder. I got this idea in October of 22. I believed in it so much that I decided to set up a company together with my family. Now, to do this legally, I needed, of course, a legal firm or a lawyer to do this for me. So I went into my inner circle And I contacted my friend, who was my friend already for many, many years before he became my professional acquaintance. Because when I was working in my previous company, I used his services for a few labor cases that we had, and he passed them successfully. So I loved him as a friend, and I knew he was a true and true professional. So I decided to go with him, even though he's not the cheapest out there, but also not the most expensive. But he gave me the peace of mind that he has the best interest for me at heart, and he will do the utmost in his abilities to make it successful for me. Now, the idea, as you can see, required a website. I don't have anybody in my inner circle, so I said, hey, lawyer friend, do you know perhaps anybody that can help me with this? And he suggested a friend of his. Now, 18 months later, working closely with my friend's friend, I can honestly say that this concept works because, again, knowing that my friend has vouched for his friend gave me, again, the peace of mind to trust my business and give it to the hands of somebody that is trusted in my inner circle. And in the past 18 months, this person has become a very close friend. Same with accounting. I have now an official company, Proquanet Company Limited, and of course I need to do my accounting. Revenue department, taxation. Again, I did not have anybody like that in my inner circle, so I asked on the slight chance that my friend, the lawyer, had such a person. He said, yes, please speak to John. He is running an outsourced accounting firm. I contacted John, and since January of 2023, John and his team have been doing my accounting very nicely, very proactively. So again, trusting my legal matters, my accounting matters, and the core of what makes Proquanet my website, I've used the concept of Proquanet, and it works because I have now a viable product, and I've used it based on what the idea behind Proquanet is: trust and personal connection. So I urge you to register with us today and speak to your friends, speak to your inner circle, because the only way this will work is if we grow slowly but surely. I will not need to do promotions. I don't need to advertise. I don't need to do commercials. It will only grow by word of mouth, because this is the way we have envisaged us to grow. And just me as the founder, I bring over 22 different nationalities in 15 different countries, spread over 35 different industries. And yes, you all know me. Most of my life has been in gems and jewelry. So of course, my connections reflect the bulk of my connections. Let's say about 60% are indeed gems and jewelry. But that leaves another 40% of my connections, my inner circle, that are in completely different industries. Same with the location. Most of my life I spent here in Thailand, so most of my connections are of course based here. But that is not only limited to Thailand. I have connections in Belgium, my home country, Austria, UK, America, you name it, I have a connection. So imagine that if I already bring such a wide variety, geographically dispersed group of trusted individuals, don't you have the same? Don't you have such an inner circle as well? And don't just limit it to your inner circle. Think of our elders, people that have now just started retirement. They have such an abundance of knowledge and experience that I'm sure they would be happy to share it with us. So why not invite them as well and give them also an added benefit of still being very valuable to others? So join us on Proquanet and let us be your trusted community for personal connections. Thank you very much and hope to see you soon on Proquanet. Thank you.